Today we are at the Look Rock Tower Trail here on the Foothills Parkway, just outside of the community of Top of the World, Tennessee. And yes, you heard that right. The community that's closest to us right now is actually called Top of the World. So this is a half-mile trail, which will actually cross over the Foothills Parkway. And then we're going to go over and up. Haven't taken you guys on a nice hiking adventure in a while, so I figured today would be a good day to do it. So let's cross the road and let's go. Up the trail we go. Had a little steep part. I didn't record that little section because we had some kids coming past. But as of right now, we have the rest of this trail to ourselves. There's nobody else ahead of us as we're climbing up. Look how beautiful this place is. So onward and upward. So I just came across this gigantic mushroom. This thing is ridiculously big. So let me put my foot beside it. That's a 13 size shoe. This thing's bigger than my foot. This thing is massive. This thing's like a tree trunk. That's pretty cool. I like that. Figured as part of our adventure, anything unusual we come across, we're going to show you. And that is one of the more unusual things I've seen in a while. Alright, we've made it to a split in the trail, looking downhill. So there is another parking area a little further up on the Foothills Parkway that you can access this trail. That over there is just a handmade trail. Going this way is the way towards the fire tower, upwards. And we just came off of that trail from the more developed parking lot. And I think I'm starting to see it already in the distance. So we should be almost there, I hope. All right, we are here. Breaking out from amongst the trees. This will probably look sort of familiar to Kawohi over in the other part of the national park. Gives you Kawohi vibes. Look at that. That is really cool. Yeah, this kind of gives off that Kawohi vibe. That's pretty wild. So let's go ahead and go to the top. There's a weather station and all kinds of stuff up here on top. At least it's not like super steep. But the view here is almost more than Kawohi. Looks like the trail continues down through there, which we'll check out here later. I'm just going to keep you guys on the entire way up. Holy crap. This is wild. Look at that shot. How much further can we go? Here are all the bikes on the Foothills Parkway. I admit this is pretty cool. So, okay, you can't go up in there. We're saving the view for a minute. So, access into the bottom of that. All right, are you guys ready for the show? 3, 2, 1. How about that? That's out looking towards Maryville, and Knoxville would be up to the north. Foothills Parkway down there, riding along the ridge. Oh my God, look at that. This is amazing. So, you got Maryville, Knoxville. So you got like Maryville over in here, and Knoxville's out that way. So Knoxville's 25 miles out, Maryville is 8. Tellico Lake that way is 15 miles. Okay, start our trek back down. This, as we were out there, we went ahead and did a impromptu live stream. If anybody's curious about that, you can click on the live section of the playlists and check that out. Look at that though, that's so cool. It's beautiful. Yeah, this is well worth the trip. So let's go all the way back down. So it really does give off Kauai vibes, but all right, back to the bottom. Let's see what else we can find. We are now underneath this massive structure, and we gotta watch for snakes because it's prime rattlesnake time of the year. Generac generators. Some weird stuff up here. What a shot right there. That's freaking cool. Dude, that's cool. Let's check out this rock formation here too. Holy crap. Okay. Okay. I see you. This is really nice. I love this. We'll have to do some poking around, see if there's any caves like underneath of this. Because I bet there is. If I don't fall. Interesting. Alright, let me put you guys away before I fall. Look what I just stumbled across. So we were up top and I said there might be a cave underneath. Look at this. This is wild. So it's not really a cave per se, but just this wild rock formation. Yeah. And the tree growing out of it. That's what's amazing. This is pretty cool. Alright, we're coming down into another section of rock here. This is pretty unique. What is all this? My God. This is... Holy crap. This is some pretty fun, unique stuff. Moldy mushrooms. Trying to see what's the best way to go. We have made it back down off the trail, back to the Foothills Parkway. Make sure nobody's gonna hit us. Alright, work our way back over to the parking lot and we'll take a look at the other overlook. Then we'll get out of here. We made it back to the main parking lot. There's one more set of overlooks down here. It's a little worn trail right there. Take a look at that here in a minute. I hear a bunch of kids screaming, but yeah, I don't see any kids. So I'm not sure where all that is. But this is quite the nice spot here on the Foothills Parkway. If you are traveling through, I would highly recommend this stop. Even if you live locally like we do. This is definitely well worth coming over and checking out. Last view of this video. Here just off in the parking lot. Beautiful place. Don't forget, if you guys like this video, make sure you smash that like button, consider subscribing. Hit the copy, share link button. Everything helps us out. See you guys on the next one.